See, I say it everybody. He's a great physician. And the greatest physician. He specializes in all forms of healing. Spiritual healing, physical healing, marital healing. The Lord is here today, who will touch our life, and who will deliver us from all infirmity. God will touch us in Jesus' name. If you believe He will touch you, say better amen. She's a specialist and she will introduce her profession better than I can do. And I know that today, God is going to talk to us through her. He's going to give us medical advice. And I want us to listen attentively of the truth. I'm not the one that invited her to come and do it. She's the one that said she wants to come and do it here. She came for other things. Then she said she wants to do this before she leaves. And I really appreciate it. But to think of us. To think of us.
Láti ronú kàn wá.
It's a privilege.
Ó jà àdúrà.
They will not even know that they come.
Àti àmì ògùn wá sí.
Some place of wanting to help us.
Láti ẹ̀ka láti wá sọ pé kó o fẹ́ ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
And to the glory of God.
Kó o gbọ́ Ọlọ́run.
We didn't pay her cover.
Àsanwó tọ̀tọ̀
She was spending her money.
Olóòtú ló wà náà.
Like my auntie introduced me, I'm Farri. I'm a pulmonologist, that means specialist in lung diseases.
Ètò wo ṣe ta ètò ẹ̀dọ̀ ní ikú. Kúkú wa ẹ̀dọ̀ gbóló.
Let me just start. So one of the things that many of us realize is that, when the baby is born, I don't go by the start, when the baby is born, one of the things that everybody is looking for is that cry. But did you know why the baby cries? So that's the very first time the baby is breathing. Because when the baby is inside and it's inside water, the baby is not using the lungs. So at the beginning of life, the lungs start to work. And many of us know also that when we want to check on somebody and we're worried, are they okay? We look, are they breathing? And so breath and life are so important. And so we're going to focus on some of the little things we can do to help us breathe air and to breathe healthy. So I'll just talk about some things that pertain to us here, particularly in Nigeria. One of the things I want to talk about is the air inside our home. And how it can be unhealthy if we do certain things. So the first one I'll talk about is very common, is dust. And whether outside on the roads or in our homes, if you notice, if there's a lot of dust in the air, at some point you start to cough. Well, the lungs, because the lungs are not comfortable with that amount of dust coming to us. So let's the amount of dust that is constantly in our homes.
Lára kátà ìkọ́kọ́ máa ṣe ni pé nínú ilé wa gbogbo ibi tí ewu bá wà tí ìdọ̀tí wà ká máa lò ó kéré jù lẹ́ẹ̀kan lọ́sẹ̀.
The other thing that is many of us don't think about, but our mattresses and our pillows, dust settles inside it. And so when we go to lie down, we are breathing in a lot of dust mites.
Lọ́pọ̀ ìgbà nǹkan mìíràn tí àìfọkùn sí ni aṣọ tá a tẹ́ sórí ibùsùn àti pílò náà gbé sórí eruku díẹ̀díẹ̀ tí wà tábàdí wá sí àṣìwò.
So remember, dust can be unhealthy for the lungs. So we're going to do our best to clean and reduce dust.
Èyí ká ló ti pé ká kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí ibùsùn wa pé eruku náà ń bí sínú ìdọ̀tí tó wà lára pílò ká máa gbọ̀n bẹ̀ dáadáa.
Okay. Then the other one I want to talk about is fumes within the home.
Bí èéfín nínú ilé.
One common thing that I know, most of us, we all have to eat. So it's possible that many of us are cooking with kerosene stoves.
Bá à ń lo stóòpù tó à epo kerosene dáná.
And as common as that is, the one problem with it is when we do it inside, a lot of fumes stay, and then we breathe a large amount of it.
Bá ń dáná nínú ilé ọ̀pọ̀ èéfín tó ń sókè yẹn díẹ̀díẹ̀ ń wọ ọdún wa ń wọ ọdún wa.
So then now what are we going to do? We still have to eat, we still have to cook.
Ìlà ṣe láì ṣáàdé dáná oúnjẹ àṣà máa dáná.
So one advice is that whatever we can do to improve airflow, windows open and make the stove right by the window so that very little fumes stay inside.
Àwọn tá a lè ṣe ni pé a ó ṣí fèrèsé wa sílẹ̀ kí èmi ẹ̀ lè máa rí jáde àní ní sókè sókè jù kí èmi ẹ̀ lè mọ níwọ̀n.
And if possible, we want to keep the smoke contained to the kitchen or the cooking area so it doesn't spread to all the rest of the house.
Tó bá ṣe é ṣe, àwọn bá ṣe é dáná oúnjẹ kí èmi ẹ̀ máa lọ sí gbòmí ju àárín ìta ti dáná.
But when we have an opportunity to, if we have options, if we have affordable options, we should remember that we want to stay away from kerosene stoves if possible.
Tó bá ṣe é ṣe táyé bá yọ àwọn oúnjẹ stóòfù dáàlú kerosene ẹ má jà lábárí ìdílé tàbí.
So let's talk about another thing that we use in our homes that can hurt our lungs.
Nǹkan mìíràn tó tún lò lólè tó lè dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ìlú olúwa.
You know, I talked about cleaning. Many cleaning products that we use. Here, I looked yesterday, Jig, Hypo, different bleaches that we use.
Àwọn kan tá ń lò tàbí pẹ̀lú bí àìkò bíi jí tàbí pọ̀.
As good as they are, because they have strong chemicals to kill germs.
Ó dá nítòótọ́ ó ní àwọn kankan nínú tó lè ta kòkòrò kéékèèké.
But the chemical the smell, that chemical fume that rises from it is very dangerous for the lungs.
Wọ́n nǹkan náà fi ṣe àwọn kan náà fi ṣe kò dáa fún ẹ̀dọ̀ wa ẹ̀dọ̀.
So it means that when we use them, number one, we should dilute as advised.
Ó tún ti pé sábà bẹ́ẹ̀ lò ẹ̀yà kómi là kí ó lè dín àwọn òórùn tó le tó wà lẹ́yìn.
Number two, we want the windows open.
Sábà bẹ́ẹ̀ lò ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká ṣe àwọn fèrèsé sílẹ̀.
And as much as possible, when we finish cleaning, we want to stay out until it's dry.
Sábà rí pé a ti ṣe tó a ti tẹ̀sí pé ká kúrò ní àdúgbò.
So we've talked about that one. Then, moving on, let's talk about something else that I'm almost sure that nobody here smokes.
Ó pé kò sẹ́ tó mú sìgá àbí mímú sìgá bí.
But cigarette smoke exposure, second-hand exposure, being close to somebody who smokes, is still harmful for your health.
Pé ẹnìkan ń mú sìgá, ìwọ wá ń dúró sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ọmọ àti òkú sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ó tún léwu fún àgọ́ ara rẹ̀.
So if for some reason, number one, we know anyone who smokes, we want to tell them that it's so harmful to their lungs that they should stop doing it.
Àwọn tábà rí àwọn tó mú sìgá kí ká sọ fún ọ pé kò dáa fún ẹ̀dọ̀ fún wọn ó léwu.
But as well, if they are family members, then at least they should not smoke in the house.
Tó bá tún ṣe é ṣe tó yẹ àánú ẹbí wa ló wà ẹ̀yẹ ká sọ fún pé má mú sìgá ìmúlé máàmù láàrin wa.
Because it's dangerous to the lungs.
Torí ó léwu fún ẹ̀yọ̀ òkú wa.
So then let's talk about some habits we have that we can do to strengthen our lungs.
Ẹ ká wo àwọn ìwà nǹkan tá a lè máa ṣe tó lè mú kí ẹ̀dùn òkú yẹn kú agbára kó ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa.
So one of the complaints.
Lára àwọn ẹ̀rí ikọ́ ife.
And so what happens is that sometimes with exercise activity, people cough or have trouble breathing.
Nígbà mìíràn bá torí àwọn iṣẹ́ tá a ṣàlùbá àdá, a rí pé èèyàn ń wúkọ́ tàbí kò lè wí dáadáa.
So the one important thing to mention is that if it's happening over a long period of time, not a short amount of time, it may not be a cold or a virus, it may be asthma.
Nígbà tí a ti rí pé kọ́ yẹn ò jáwọ́ dúró ó ti ń pẹ́ jù, ìyẹn ṣe òtútù ló mú yín mọ́ o, ikọ́ ife ti wọlé wá.
If the cough tends to be mostly at night, maybe the person doesn't cough during the day but they go to sleep, and then all night long they cough a lot, it may also be asthma.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo ọ̀sán òògùn kọ́, àti wọ́n sì òògùn gangan kọ́ wá wọ ẹ̀ ó lè jẹ́ ikọ́ ife ló wọlé.
If that is happening, consider bring it out to the doctor.
Bó bá ti di bẹ́ẹ̀ bó bá ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́nikẹ́ni lọ lórí ṣe.
The other thing I wanted to talk about is that if somebody snoring, people can snore. But if somebody snores and then maybe trying to describe it, if you want somebody to snore and then they snore for a while and then you hear silence and then they start again, we call that apnea, and that may not be safe as well.
Kéde ni pé bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ń ohun díẹ̀ ó wà dákẹ́ ó tún mọ́rú ó tún dákẹ́ lọ ó tún mọ́rú àmì kan wọ́n dára àìsàn kan ó tún wọlé wájú.
And again, that's something to discuss with the doctor.
Irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ kó lọ rí oníṣègùn tó bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀.
Then lastly, I want to talk about things we can do every day that can help us in continuing to help our lungs stay healthy.
Kí ẹ̀dọ̀ òkú wa kó lè máa ṣe dáadáa, mo fẹ́ sọ fún àwọn ọmọ tàbí máa ṣe lójoojúmọ́.
And this one will be an activity we can do together.
Eléyìí jẹ́ nǹkan eré ìdárayá gbogbo á lè ṣe.
So there's something called breathing exercises.
Wọ́n àtàkùn èdè mímí, eré ìdárayá mímí.
Okay, so we're going to do it together. What it is that our lungs are like, I have pictures, but maybe
Abẹ́rẹ́ yọ ṣe pa.
I don't remember what I put it. Don't worry. Yes, thank you. So our lungs look like balloons in our chest.
Òkú wa ó dàbí bọ́ọ̀lù ní àwọn ọmọdé fẹ́ fún ìṣeré ìgbàlódé.
So when it's healthy, it looks like this.
Tó bá ti wà dáadáa, ó máa rí báyẹn.
And so when you're sitting like that, you're not doing anything. What you're doing is putting a little air in that balloon.
Nígbà tí bá yóò wọlé àìṣe gangan, ẹ̀rọ la ń fẹ́ àtẹ̀gùn díẹ̀ sínú ẹ̀rọ.
But from time to time,
Mo láti gbàdé ìgbà.
it's just like again like a balloon. It's good to really blow and fill that balloon up and then let it go again.
Lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Ádàgbà rẹ̀ máa fẹ́ bọ́ọ̀lù tó yóò tó lọlẹ̀ díẹ̀.
Because that keeps the muscles of the breathing muscles, it keeps them strong.
Ó mú kí epo ogun láti máa mí yẹn kó lè wà dáadáa.
Okay, so I want us to put our right hand on the last set of slides, the breathing exercises. We want to put our hands on our belly, right hand on the belly.
Ọwọ́ ọ̀tún yín ẹgbẹ́ sórí ìwé sísàlẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ bọ́ọ̀tù.
And then, so just below, just on top like that. Now I want you to slowly through your nose, close your mouth, all of us like can't close your mouth. But we're going to breathe in through our noses. Big breath.
Abẹ́ mi sínú nípa inú ẹ má bẹ̀rù mi.
And then you did it too quickly. Try and hold it. Okay, let's do it again. Why do you put your hands on your belly? Because you are doing it well if you see your hand moving. Let's do it
Tó bá ṣe
again.
dáadáa, nípa owó ẹ̀ ní kásòkè òun lọ.
Are you doing it?
Ṣé mi sínú mi síta?
That's called, let's just call it a breathing exercise. That's called diaphragmatic breathing. There's a muscle that is pulling down our lungs.
Iṣan tó wà ló jẹ́ ká lè máa fi sókè mi síta.
Well, this
wúlò fún ọ̀pọ̀ nǹkan.
Number one, like I said, we're exercising the muscles of our lungs.
À ń kí iṣan tó wà nínú èrè òkú yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́ nù.
It also is good for bringing down anxiety or taking control of our breathing so that we're not in panic mode.
Bó tún máa ń dá ká máa ṣe kò ní jẹ́ ká máa mí gírígírí ká bá ṣe lọ.
Because you notice, I don't know if you noticed, but when we're scared or we're upset, we're actually breathing very shallow breaths and they are very fast.
Nígbà tẹ́lẹ̀ bàbá àgbẹ̀ bá ṣe mí ó yá kíákíákíá.
But from time to time, our balloons, remember the balloon? It really wants to be filled up and then it wants to slowly decompress. So let's do it again this time. Try to do it as slow as you can and then the last time before I go slow down. Open when it's time to breathe out. Does that feel good?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So it feels good. So I don't know if we have time for questions, but I'll stop here because I don't want to spend too much time talking about diseases. I want to spend time talking about prevention.
Ẹ sọ púpọ̀ pé tó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ kí láti ṣe nǹkan tí ṣe kó má bàa ṣẹlẹ̀ tó fẹ́ lọ.
Okay.
Yóò fẹ́ lọ.
Do you have time for questions? Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
Ìyàrá tó ń bèrè. Tàbá lè oúnjẹ ta mẹ́sẹ̀ tàbá lè ṣe láì jẹ́ pé à ń dín bàtà.
Right, so any other options, if we, we dry roast it or we put it in an oven or with anything we
Bóyá àyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ọkọ̀ lè wà bí àkùkù sórí àyàn yúpẹ́ àdé ayẹ̀rà fún dídí.
Okay, let's go to the kidneys.
Lọ sí kíndìnrín.
One of the things we talked about the heart and the lungs.
Ìjọ kùkú àti sọ́bà.
You see, the kidneys are so important because they help us flush our blood system.
Kíndìnrín yẹn ó ṣe pàtàkì tó pé òun ló gbá gbogbo ohun tí ò dáa kúrò náà gbọ́ra.
So anytime we take care of our heart, we're taking care of our kidneys.
Àbá ti bójútó ọkàn wa, àwọn bójútó kíndìnrín bákan náà.
So one thing to say, we all need to drink more water.
Ó yẹ ká máa gbogbo àtẹ máa mú omi dáadáa.
So who has drank up to 2 bottles of water today?
Kálẹ̀ tó ti mú bí tú omi méjì lónìí.
Has anybody drank? I heard someone say, "Oh, 2 more." Oh, she's drank. Good, right? So water is very good because remember it's flushing. So the kidneys need water to help make flushing easy.
Kíndìnrín nílò omi máa ń kó àwọn ìdọ̀tí kúrò lára ẹgbẹ́ máa mú omi dáadáa.
I know when we've worked hard or we have some extra money.
Gbogbo bàtà bá ṣiṣẹ́ ta wá lówó tó pọ̀.
No, I know that many times when we have some extra money.
Lọ́pọ̀ ìgbà tá bá ṣiṣẹ́ tó ti yọ tó wà dáadáa.
The last thing we want to drink is water.
Ó àwùjọ àkókò ẹ̀kọ́ omi jáde.
We want juice, we want.
Abẹ́fun Fanta Coca-Cola ló bí òdodo lábẹ́fun torí owó ti dé.
Exactly. But actually, we need water.
Wọ́n ká sọ tòótọ́ a nílò omi.
So, every day we are supposed to drink at least 8 glasses of water.
Pé kọ́ọ̀pù omi bíi mẹ́jọ lẹ́ka bó kéré jù lójúmọ́.
Every single day.
Lójoojúmọ́.
Okay, so that's the first thing that we're doing for our kidneys.
Yes.
The next thing we're doing is that if anybody has been told that their blood pressure is high,
Ló máa sọ fẹ́ni pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru yìí ti ga sókè.
and they advise that you take medications.
Ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀. Láì ti sọ fún wa pé ká máa lo oògùn.
It's very important to take the medication.
Ó ṣe pàtàkì ká máa lo oògùn wa o.
Because the kidneys are one of those organs that get affected if blood pressure is too high.
Torí kíndìnrín yẹn ó máa ń pa lára bí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru bá ti ga sókè.
Okay. And then the other thing I wanted to say is that the kidney sometimes gets infections that don't become obvious quickly.
Kíndìnrín yẹn ó máa ń ní àwọn ìpalára kan káàdì tètè mọ̀.
But, so one common thing is that sometimes somebody goes to urinate and they either notice that they have pain or they see something abnormal with their urine.
báwo ni pé ẹgbẹ́ lọ tọ̀ tó wá rí pé òun rí àwọn kankan tí ò yẹ kó bá ìtọ̀ jáde tó jáde lọ.
Or they have low back pain.
Àbí ẹ̀kan rí pé ẹ̀yìn ròyìn lọ́wọ́ ìsàlẹ̀.
Many times people will take medications for pain, or they will just let it go by and then they will wave it away without addressing it.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni tàbí ara ń ro wá, bàbá lọ lò wọ́n ara gbà tàbí àgbà gbójúfò àjọ ògbọ́gbọ́.
Those infections, it can become a long-term thing. The pain will go, the symptoms will go, but the kidneys will start dying slowly.
Àwọn àìlera tá a tọ́jú yẹn á máa mú ìpalára bá kíndìnrín wa díẹ̀.
Before it becomes a problem.
Tó tó wá di kó ní ìṣòro
So
náà.
my advice is at any point in time, if someone suspects that they may have a urinary infection, you need to go to the doctor. Don't feel it yourself.
Nígbàkúgbà tẹ́ bá rí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń tọ̀ tọ̀ dáadáa mọ́ ẹ má fi ṣeré ẹ lọ rí oníṣègùn.
So that's another thing. Other thing let's talk about the kidney and the liver.
Ká tún sọ nípa kíndìnrín wa, liver wa, ẹ̀dọ̀ wa.
Both of them have a function that they share. They help clean the blood of waste.
Gbogbo wọn ló ń ṣe tó ṣe mú kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa kó mọ́ àti àìlera ara mọ́ pọ̀ jáde.
And so one thing that many people do is take any medication they like by themselves.
Ó pè yàn, ó gbóògùn tábà láti rí ọmọ àkókò yẹn.
And if it's not necessary or it's not the right dose, then that's the problem.
Tó bá ti wá lò ó bó ṣe kó lò ó ìlera wa lọ sọ́dọ̀ oníṣègùn ńlá.
Because we know that what is impossible with man,
Torí àbọ̀bọ̀ tí èèyàn bá lè ṣe.
with God it is possible.
Pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run gbogbo ẹ̀ ní ṣe.
So that's another advice, that in all things we should not walk by fear but by faith.
Àmọ̀ràn kan tún nìyẹn pé nílò owó ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa bẹ̀rù ẹ jẹ́ ká lo ìgbàgbọ́ wa.
And then lastly I will talk about vaccine, about getting the right vaccination, especially for our children.
Mo fẹ́ tún sọ ilé ní ìdánidúró gbígba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára tó ṣe pàtàkì fáwọn ọmọ wa.
You see that I went to school here in Ife, Obafemi Awolowo University.
Àwọn lọ sí ilé ìwé gíga ilé Ifẹ̀ Obafemi Awolowo University.
And from then on, I think I knew I wanted to be in pediatrics.
Wọ́n ní fẹ́ kọ́ nípa àwọn dókítà tó tọ́jú ọmọ kékeré.
And when I was training in Ife, many children died of many diseases.
Wọ́n ní ìgbà táwọn wà nílé Ifẹ̀ ọmọ kékeré oríṣiríṣi àrùn ló pa wọ́n.
Pneumonias were very common.
Àìsàn òtútù àyà
As one of the diseases.
ìyẹn ló wà lára.
And then when I started working in the United States,
Náà wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ nílùú òyìnbó.
not say we want life and we stay in church on Sunday, but then the rest of the week, the way we eat, the way we speak is anti-life.
Àìmọ́ wá sílé ìjọsìn lọ́jọ́ ìsinmi ká gbọ́rọ̀ náà ká gbàdúrà àkọ́kọ́ yìí. Wájú ọjọ́ ajé títí ọjọ́ àbámẹ́ta bá ṣe ń jẹun ọ̀rọ̀ tá à sọ lẹ́nu ó ta gbogbo ogun láti gbà láti wà nílé ìwé.
And definitely not over our children.
Àti àwọn náà lórí àwọn ọmọ wa.
We do not speak negative words over
Wọ́n
them.
yẹ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ òdì sáwọn ọmọ wa.
And last, because I said children, let me mention something about children.
Torí pé mo dárúkọ àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ sọ fún wọn nípa wọn.
It's also very important that we, in terms of development, that we pay attention to our children's development.
Báwo ọmọ wa bá ti ń dàgbà, ẹ ká máa kójú tó wọn ti ń dàgbà sókè.
Children are not the same.
Ọmọ ò rí bákan náà.
But if a child is being slow to develop in one area or the other,
Bọ́dá bá rí pé ọmọ yẹn dàgbà sókè ẹ̀kọ́ ìyá kéré.
I know that culturally people think that's something not to talk about.
Àwọn èèyàn máa ro àwọn kan nítorí ẹ̀ka tẹ̀sán.
But it's better to seek help and get help for the child.
Ó ká wá ìrànlọ́wọ́ ká sì mọ̀ ká lè ṣe fún ọmọ yẹn.
Because it's better to, there's a lot, like for instance, speech therapy. If a child is slow to speak or has trouble with language, there's a therapy that can help them.
Báwo ọmọ yẹn kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa àti kíyèsí láti kékeré pé kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn onítọ́jú wà tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lórí yẹn káwọ́ àwọn kan.
So let's bring it up, let's go talk to the doctor and mention it.
Ká lọ bá àwọn onítọ́jú ètò ìlera ká ṣàlàyé fún ọmọ yóò lè sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa.
And then let's end with our mental health.
Nípa nípa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀.
It's culturally people don't want to talk about mental health.
Àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀sán nípa ọpọlọ rárá kò tẹ̀ fẹ́ kọ́.
Because they think that it's such a shameful thing.
Olùkà nǹkan ìtìjú ni ẹ tó láàmú ọpọlọ.
So, we culturally, you see, it used to be that way because we didn't know.
À ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ká ò mọ̀.
But the same way you don't look down on somebody for having diabetes or high blood pressure.
Àìfojú tẹ́lẹ̀ tó bá tẹ̀ nǹkan nítorí ṣúgà àbí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru.
So why do we want to look down on somebody because they have a mental health problem?
Agbọ́pọ̀ ẹ̀ ní àrùn ọpọlọ ní tẹ̀ ojú tá a máa wò ó ní pé àrùn ńlá.
What are we supposed to do?
Ló yẹ ká ṣe.
Number one, if we notice signs that somebody is having trouble sleeping, talking well, or with making decisions, let's suspect that something may be going on and talk to the doctor.
Tábà ní pé ẹnìkan òun lóru sùn, ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ tà sí ara wọn, àgbọ̀ ṣe ń ronú kò bára wọn, ẹ má jẹ́ ká ti jú ẹ ká lé àwọn tó oníṣègùn.
Many times, if we start early, we get on top of things early, we can fix it.
Bàbá ní bí a tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bójú tó àìlera yẹn, a lè níyànjú kíákíá.
But if we leave it and the person is roaming the streets or we can't even find them, things may get bad.
Tábà máa ń wò níran tó gbá dàgbà tó lè bàjẹ́ pátápátá.
So that's important.
Ìyẹn ṣe kókó.
Other thing is that support, giving close support is very good for our mental health, having people supporting us.
Ohun náà ti ṣe pàtàkì. Ká máa dá nìkan dúró. Ẹ jẹ́ káwọn máa wà láyé káàárín tó ṣe pàtàkì fún ọpọlọ.
Let's encourage people because being sad for a short time is okay, but being sad and alone for a long time can be harmful for the mind.
Àwa gbàgbà ká máa dá nìkan dúró nínú ìbànújẹ́ kò dáa. A lè ní ìbànújẹ́ kékeré ṣùgbọ́n ká máa tẹ̀síwájú ẹ̀ ká dá nìkan ká má lẹ̀ tó bá wa gbé tó bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ kò dáa rárá.
So let's remember to reach out to people.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa kó èèyàn mọ́ra.
God, it's very, the Bible says that an encouraging word is like medicine to the soul.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ìyànjú ó jẹ́ ìlera fún àgọ́ ara wa.
So we are encouraging, literally when you say, good to see you, good afternoon, how are you doing? It's encouraging to that person.
Tó bá ń ráwọ̀ èèyàn tó kí wọn ẹ káàárọ̀ báwo ni ẹ